Welcome to the Be Here Now Guest Podcast. This series features a collection of teachings and conversations centered around mindfulness, spiritual growth, and living a life in balance. Each week, our diverse network of guest teachers and hosts offer up wisdom and practices from a different spiritual path and perspective. If you would like to support this podcast, please visit BeHereNowNetwork.com/donate.
So this afternoon, I want to introduce the Brahmavihāra practices. The Brahmavihārās are sometimes called the divine abodes, the four immeasurables. They are love, compassion, joy, and equanimity. Sometimes we say loving kindness because love encompasses so many kinds of feelings. It's a loving kindness, a friendly kind of love. And Brahma means divine, and Vihāra is dwelling place. So these are the beautiful places that the heart can dwell. And something that I was never taught in school or even in my years of training as a psychotherapist, although I think that's changed today because that was decades ago and we have positive psychology now. But I was never taught that by intentionally directing our attention towards something, that thing would become stronger. In other words, by intentionally inclining our hearts toward love, our capacity to love actually grows. And the same thing with compassion. When love meets suffering, it turns into compassion. And for joy, and the joy is considered especially, we say sometimes sympathetic joy, like joy in the happiness of others. And if you take joy in the happiness of others, your joy is boundless because somebody's always happy somewhere, even if you're not in that moment. I wanted to read you. This is obvious. This is not a Buddhist quote. This is from a Jewish rabbi, but I liked it a lot. I hope it came through. Yeah, it did. This is from Rabbi Nachman of Bratslav. He was a late 18th century Hasidic master, Jewish mystic. And he taught about joy this way. He said, finding true joy is the hardest of all spiritual tasks. If the only way to make yourself happy is by doing something silly, do it. If despite your desire to be happy, you feel down, draw strength from happier times gone by. These are actually great. That's a great meditation instruction for, loving kindness. If you're not feeling your heart in any warm, friendly place, just to imagine a time when you did, or when you were feeling that way, when you felt good. Eventually, joy will return. And if you don't feel happy, pretend to be, which is like fake it till you make it, right? In AA, you will be. And even if you're depressed, turn up the corners of your mouth and smile. And neuroscience has actually validated that advice. Act happy and genuine joy will follow. Get in the habit of singing a tune. It will fill you with joy. Get in the habit of dancing. It will displace depression and dispel hardship. And always remember, joy is not incidental to your spiritual task. It is vital. And I would, I would say that about all of the Brahmavihāra practices. There's so many things to say, and I really was wanting to share with you one thing that I feel is important for us in meditation, which is these Brahmavihāra qualities are qualities that we cultivate by inclining our hearts in the direction of them, and practices that do that. And they allow us to reparent ourselves. Because when we cultivate these qualities in our own hearts, we are able, I think of it as kind of filling in the gaps of what you may not have received from your parents. Because, I was fortunate. I had good parents, nothing terrible. They didn't do anything awful to us, and they were nice. And I think I was a reasonably nice parent, but no parent embodies these qualities, no matter how nice they are. The patterns of let's say, the patterns that cascade down the generations are a mix of healthy and unhealthy ones. And so when you're sitting and you notice those critical voices that come up in your mind, the judgmental dimensions of your mind, you're not doing this right, or you don't belong, just whatever the terrible things are that sometimes our minds say to us. When you sprinkle a little bit of tenderness or a little bit of love or a little bit of kindness on that voice and just say, actually, I am going to practice some metta, some loving kindness toward myself. And that might be in a physical act of maybe sitting outside or having a cup of tea. It might be a mental act of telling myself, may I be happy, may I be safe, may I be free from troubles and worries. It might be in a kindness that I do for somebody else, like, just holding the door for them, for example, or just something simple. I'm going to counteract that voice. And because so often those negative voices are the voices of either parents or caretakers, and they may have said something to us in a moment of anger or carelessness, but it sticks in the mind of the child, even if that wasn't at all of how they felt towards you. It just sticks. So I'm going to, let's do a practice today, a very simple practice. I think I would call it a loving kindness practice, or maybe a self-compassion practice, a mix of the two. And when I say self-compassion, I'm really talking about the feeling of being soothed, the feeling of being comforted, the feeling of being safe. We're not safe when there's judgmental, angry voices saying critical things in our minds. And safety is a prerequisite for being able to calm down and steady our attention. It's said in the sutras, happiness is the proximate cause for concentration. But I don't think it means like, wee, that kind of happiness. I think it's really that feeling of being safe and secure, which is a kind of happiness. And then the mind and heart can really, really settle, and we get to see things that just aren't available to us when we're distracted and our minds are occluded by thought. So, I'd like to do a practice today. Like I said, it's sort of a mix of metta and karuna, of loving kindness and compassion. And we start out with a practice of being loved by the breath. Just very simple sort of bridge from this morning to how we can feel supported and loved by the very act of our breath breathing us. And then also offering some loving kindness to the body, because by now your body's maybe starting to get a little bit stiff. Just some loving kindness for the body. So closing your eyes if you're comfortable doing that, lowering your gaze, however you like to practice. And I'd like to begin by just taking 3 deep breaths, breathing a deep breath in, And relaxing, breathing out. One more time, breathing in. And releasing, settling, relaxing with the out breath. And last one, breathing in the aliveness of this moment. And breathing slowly, gently out as your whole body relaxes. And then allowing the breath to move in its own natural rhythm. And noticing how breathing is attuned to however it is for you. To whatever mood you may be in, you will notice that the breath is so exquisitely attuned. You know, when we're upset, we tend to breathe rapidly. When we're at peace, the breath slows down, and we don't have to do anything. This is one of the ways we are loved and supported by the breath. You don't have to make it happen. You don't have to create it or fabricate it. All you have to do is relax and allow the breath to breathe you. You can offer a little inner bow of gratitude for the breath. Thank you for being my lifelong companion. Thank you for taking care of me in this life. It's kind of like what Anam Thupten was saying. Last night we blessed the land and the land blesses us. We bless the breath and the breath caresses and blesses and stays ever so close to us. The breath is not just a stream of air. It's like a river of blessings, the source of our life, the sustainer of life. Always here. Always now. And then notice what happens if you let the breath suffuse your whole being. As if you're breathing with your skin like a frog. And this spreading or radiating quality of feeling the breath in the whole body. This is the essence, the energy of how the Brahmavihārās begin to infuse, suffuse our being. And if there's any voice in the mind that is acting up right now, getting in the way of your relaxing into allowing the breath to support you, that's happening by any chance, you simply use your superpower of being able to shift the attention and place it somewhere else. This miraculous power we all have. And shift it to the soothing quality of the breath, the teddy bear, comforting quality. Just as you might hold a stuffed animal when you're upset as a child. And now we'll do a little bit of Dharma play with the attention. And just bringing attention to the whole region of your head. And offering a phrase of metta. May my head be happy. May my face relax and be at ease. Then bringing attention to your neck and shoulders. May my neck and shoulders relax and be at ease. You could just lift your shoulders up and then squeeze them and then gently let them fall and drop again. Just squeezing out any tension there may be in the shoulders. This is an act of kindness and care. And then bringing attention to the arms. May my arms, and just repeat the phrase silently to yourself. May my arms be happy. And bringing attention to the hands. And offering a phrase of metta, of karuna, of love and caring to your hands by simply saying these words and listening as you say them. May my hands be happy. May my hands be relaxed and at ease, free of tension and relaxed. And then shifting attention to the whole region of the back, upper back, the spine, thoracic spine, lower back. And offering this kindness, this blessing to your back. May my back be happy and strong. And then bringing awareness to the front of the body, the chest, the diaphragm, the belly, the lower abdomen. May this whole front of my body be happy and at ease. And then bringing attention to the whole region of the hips, the buttocks, the genitals, the whole sitting area. May this whole region of my body, my hips, my buttocks, my genitals, relax and be at ease. And then shifting attention to the thighs. May my thighs be happy, free of judgment. May my thighs be happy. And the knees. May my knees be happy and strong. And the lower legs, calves and shins and ankles. May my whole legs, both of my legs, relax and be happy. And from the ankles, bringing attention to the feet that carry us everywhere we need to go. Heels, soles of the feet, toes, tops of the feet. May my feet be happy. May my feet rest and be at ease. And then gently sweeping your attention from the head down through the neck and shoulders and arms, the trunk of the body, front and back, the seat, the legs, the feet. Just bathing the whole body in the wish for relaxation, ease of well-being, and happiness. Why not? And letting these phrases of wish, of blessing, just suffuse the whole body. Moment by moment, little by little, like walking in a very fine drizzle. Until the whole body is soaked in the blessings of this movement of the breath, this river of life streaming through, nourishing every cell of the body, in the deepest compassion and love. And then feeling the whole body relax. And this feeling can move beyond the boundary of the skin into the space around each one of us. Expanding that space so that we're all here in this great open field of safety and comfort, of ease of well-being. Of caring and love. Thank you, everybody, for your practice and your willingness. And it's time now for, well, it's called evening tea, but I'm glad to say it's also supper. And yes, please enjoy the beautiful light this time of day and enjoy your supper. Thank you. And maybe as you walk down to supper, seeing if you can bring some of that that cloud of blessings with you. And today, in India, it's Ganga Dasara Day, which is considered to be the day that the goddess Ma Ganga came down from the heavens and created the river Ganges, which is, of course, a holy river, a life-giving and supportive river. So, so it's a blessed day. Enjoy it. Thank you.